You're listening to Off the Stage with your hosts, James Berry and Conor Michael, where we take musicians off the stage and into the pub to talk about the ins and outs of the music world.
Hello again, and welcome back to Off the Stage with me, James Berry, and Conor Michael. We've got a full table for the first time.
Most guests we've had on, isn't it?
Yeah, good stuff. We should just go straight into it.
Yeah.
Let's.
When it stops.
What's up? Oh, stop it, yeah. Well, stops there. I think
So, welcome, guys.
Hello.
Who are you?
Mantra.
We are Mantra.
Yeah.
The Mantra official. Fuck. The official Mantra on Instagram.
Official mantra.
Yeah.
How long have you been going for?
Not long.
Too long.
About 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Nice brand new band then. That's
Well, yeah, as Mantra, we haven't been going for very long, but I suppose it started as fucking bassless.
Baseless. Oh, jeez.
In college, like last
you
year.
tell us about that because you didn't have a bass player.
Yeah.
So you just called yourself Bassless. Brilliant.
I rate it. Terrible. It really wasn't good.
Looking back on it, it wasn't as good as we thought it was.
It's a good name, though. I'm in a covers band called The Phase because we went through phases of drummers. We're on with 10th drummer now. And it was
10th?
10th drummer.
I'm not
You've
surprised.
only been
Drummers
going about a
are,
year and all, haven't you?
I know.
drummers are questionable people. Like.
Yeah.
We'll be on our second in October.
By the end of the
September.
Catch you in a bit. See you later.
Oh, sorry.
End of the month, you'll have another one.
It's the thing with it's drummers and bassists, isn't it? That's always the bleeding
That's a
problem.
thought, Joe.
Always.
I'm gonna be quiet now,
The
boys.
only reason I picked up the bass guitar is because we couldn't find a bassist that smiled. So who's the bassist of the band? Do you smile on stage?
I am always ecstatic on stage.
Ah, that's brilliant then.
All the time.
Have you seen the photos from Independent?
To be fair, I've got a
It was like a
Facebook boss on that
photo
one.
shoot.
Yeah. I just looked like, yeah, because the truck is off the thing, I was just like turning round after talking like that.
Just think if you see like a photographer or like a professional one, you do have like your face and stuff like that. Just you know the action shots.
Yes. I always smile at the camera.
Yeah.
Loads of times.
We usually start the podcast by asking what we're all drinking.
Yes, that's my first question.
Yeah. What
What are you drinking?
If I can't tell.
I got told
We've got 3 Madries and a Pepsi.
the Diet Coke for the young'un.
Oh,
He's on your band.
Oh, bless.
yeah. What about yourself?
Well, I'm on my Fruity. I'm always drinking this. It's my favourite beer of all time at the moment.
What is it?
It's called Fruity. It's like a fruit beer.
Was that the thing that you were saying
Is
downstairs?
that the watermelon?
Is it on draft,
Oh, no,
like
it's
next
not.
to the Maverick?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's the draft version, but it's strawberry.
The watermelon and lime one I had a few weeks ago was
I've
unreal.
never had that.
It's
Right, I'm going to look for that. Where do you get that from?
Downstairs?
Oh, downstairs. Oh, right, well, that's going to be my next one then. The Fantastic Ices pub. You always have to shout out.
Give him a shout out.
Get the quick promo out of the way.
Yeah,
I
that's it. Of course.
I think my favourite one so far was the Lemon Dream. We had that the last episode or something.
Last episode.
But they've got a brand new one here. Must see what you think.
Let's have a taste of it.
I'll tell you what it is.
Right.
Refreshing.
It's a peanut butter stout.
Oh, I've had that before. It's bloody good.
It's amazing,
It's
isn't it?
just, it's like dessert, isn't it?
I know.
Wild Brewery do a
Loving it.
mint coffee stout.
Mm.
It's amazing.
I'm not a big fan of coffee.
No,
No.
not even in a stout.
No. But I'll drink the stout.
What if it's 9%?
Oh well, I can take the hit. But yeah, so when we got you guys on, again, I'm very last minute doing stuff. I got a photo and promoted it on Instagram. We actually got a lot of responses, so I'm going to spread the questions throughout the 3 parts of the episode. The first one we got is, if you could be any vegetable, which one would it be and why?
I'm more or less a vegetable, to be fair.
Cut it out.
My
Cut it
question: carrot or cucumber?
out. Cucumber. Poor. That's
Isn't
an
cucumber
iron.
technically a fruit?
That's a thing of that one.
That's ruled out.
You know what? I'm
I
a
don't even know how
carrot.
to answer that.
I know.
I'm a carrot.
I thought it's going to be something really basic.
It's got to be an aubergine, like.
If you say
I feel like something like that.
One man's opinion.
So why I go for cucumber, you go for aubergine.
Yeah, clearly.
No, something basic like a carrot or
You took
just
mine.
Yeah,
No, I reckon you're wrong.
versatile.
just broccoli. Do you reckon?
Actually, no, I'm taking broccoli.
You're taking broccoli. No,
I'll
carrot, you
take
got
I
broccoli.
think
Yeah,
I got broccoli because when I do like my haircut, I get the skin fade and I just keep the top messy and it just comes like a little broccoli haircut kind of thing. Or a cauliflower because I'm too pale.
How would I mean, broccoli is my favourite, especially in gravy. Just
Yeah.
Gravy just makes everything better, yeah.
Gravy does make everything better. Like,
Bit of an al
I don't know.
dente.
It's great that we've got people from the south listening to the podcast going, "What's a gravy?" And so,
Oh no, yeah, honestly, they don't even have gravy.
yeah,
on
I went
They
down to
don't
the
have
Midlands.
gravy?
Well,
No.
some places,
Where am I
Cretins,
going?
man.
like you know when you get your chips and gravy from your chippy. I go to Birmingham frequently. They don't serve gravy at a chippy. I'm like, oh,
What?
have to get curry
What?
sauce. Oh my
What does it
God.
serve?
We've only just got
Curry
electricity,
sauce.
to be fair.
That's it?
Well, like,
Like sauce-wise?
pretty much.
It's just
Tartar sauce maybe.
So
and
like
stuff like that. But
that Binley mega chippy is not a mega chippy at all. It doesn't even flip and do gravy.
We've discredited the mega
Yeah,
chippy.
Yeah, exactly.
Bindley normal chippy.
Yeah, it is. Honestly.
not even that.
Exactly. Bindley chippy.
Bingley semi-bland.
It's just got Bindley.
It's just bit.
Yeah. We had a similar question. If you could describe yourself as an insect, which one would it be?
A stick insect.
What is with these questions?
I tell. It's the
get
first time
something
we're getting actual responses on Instagram
Oh,
as well.
that's all right.
Normally, I'm
We've got
messaging my
odd
mates going,
Yeah,
"Go on, put a question in," and this time,
Is
just check them out. I was like, bloody hell, people are listening.
Jesus.
The fan
Probably
base
just
is
be
growing.
like
Probably a millipede.
You going for an ant?
An ant just to knock about with, you know.
Yeah,
What I mean?
that's
Just
wrong.
knocking about as an ant.
Aye.
Working
Well,
in
I've
a team.
seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
Seen that ad is badass and that
Exactly.
one.
Just fly around.
You would be that
Small.
specific ant.
Literally just that one ant. Run around. You've seen it. You see it on the floor. You're like, oh, that's an ant there. It's me. Just me.
I reckon like, I don't know,
didn't know
stick
what I was
insect.
For you, a stick
I went with
insect,
stick
aye.
insect, aye.
You look like one.
It's a resemblance.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd do. I mean, I always gravitate towards spiders because like spiders catch flies, don't they? And flies are annoying. So
How,
it's just like,
how often are you catching flies?
well, you know, flies
the
catching me,
vigilante.
to be fair, and they just fly in my face. But I'm sure they do it deliberately as well. Like, you ever see them where they go from like, they just zoom from like room to room and they deliberately get in your face,
Aye.
just like, they just want to die, they want to get like smacked. Like, aye.
Suicidal
Worst one's a
flies.
wasp.
Yeah. Oh,
And
wasps
like a wasp lands on your nose and like, what am I meant to do?
you can't
If I
do
punch it,
anything.
I'm dead.
Yeah. You got that nose and then they sting you anyway. It's just like, I'm terrible with the wasps. I just run away and scream
You
like,
like
little
wasps,
girls.
don't
I'm
you?
not too fussed with
No.
wasps. I've caught one before. So my sister was like 2 in a pram and everyone's worried because a wasp was flying around and I just caught it and chucked it away.
God. There's two kinds of wasps. There's wasps that are like, they're not as, they look a bit more like honeybees, but then you get the bastard bright
Yeah,
yellow
you got
ones.
the
Yeah.
twats.
And then there's fucking hornets as well.
Hornets, oh my god. I mean, every single year there's a hornet warning. I've never seen a hornet.
It's normally
I've seen
American,
one in my
innit?
life.
I've seen a hornet.
You've not seen them Japanese hornets? They're that big.
Nah.
That's just like, I'm just, yeah, I'm never going to Japan.
Yeah, I
Like,
just, I just didn't go outside. Solves all of those
Yeah,
problems.
exactly.
Well, you hear a bike gun pass and be like, is that a fucking wasp?
There's been plenty of that on this, to be fair.
That's a 50cc wasp.
It's one thing that puts us off going to, like, wanting to go to Australia. Because everything's out there to kill
Oh,
you.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
No way.
twice the size of.
I mean, surprisingly, people don't die a lot from...
Yeah,
Yeah, they've got the anti-venoms now. It's like, they'll be alright.
You say that.
Just carry around a jar of anti-venom in case you need it.
Aye.
Have a sip of that, son.
Anti-venom for everything. Not just one thing.
I'd be injecting myself daily.
Yeah,
like.
exactly.
I saw it. Look, you talk about like Australia's main like snakes that I worry about. If you step on the grass and then a snake kind of comes and kills you.
Oh, right.
I've only ever seen one like poisonous snake in Britain.
Isn't it
And it was
like
in
an
North
adder or something?
Adder, aye.
Yeah.
But it was just in the middle of the road. That like it was like this. Its head was like up. I got quite close to it to take a picture. I was like, oh man.
Oh, this is poisonous. I'll get a photo.
Well, I did a quick Google, and if it bit you, you'll just have a bit like it's not like it's not going to kill you if it bites
Right.
you. It's like a bee sting kind of thing. It'll kind of be a bit irritated, but like
It's not kind of the thing you want to
I've been
happen
bit by a
anyway.
snake.
though.
you've been bitten by a snake.
I've got a snake.
Oh, you got it. Well, that makes sense. Well,
And
that's
he's trying to scran us, and I was like, nah.
You scran it first.
Oh, on the barbecue.
I'll show you.
Survival of the fittest. Yeah. We actually got music questions as well as insect questions.
Right.
As a band, if you could collab with anyone in the world, who would you want to collab with?
Slipknot.
I knew that was.
my God.
I knew that
You'll
one
get
was
quite a
coming.
lot of different answers.
It's fine.
I feel
Yeah.
It's alright.
like obviously you just said Slipknot. What are you saying?
I'd say
I'm gonna hate you if you say Metallica.
I'd say Bowie
Oh, thank God.
because of his like different contrasting sounds. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, that's the way.
That's a good shout.
No, it's not.
I don't think you'll get that clever anytime soon.
No, I think he's a bit dead.
Just a
Have
tad.
you got a shovel?
We really like Bowie. We're really sorry. Rest in peace to Bowie. Yeah.
Because you could, Bowie could collaborate with Slipknot and it would sound flipping mint.
Yeah.
You'd add a few extra synths and shit. Like, although they've got really synth player now, haven't they?
I've always had a synth player.
I thought it was, well,
You
I
can't
would
really
create
say
your
it,
own
but-
12 years or something. And it's like,
Doesn't speak. Just sits there with this.
I went to see them a few years ago in. They were playing at the arena in Newcastle. They were really good. Like,
Was that the 2020 one?
probably.
Was
I
it
was there,
Behemoth?
It was class.
Uh,
Behemoth.
That was good. Though.
Yeah, that was
was
the
so
other
good.
band that one. I was like, that's a pretty damn cool. I nearly got a T-shirt from them, but I resisted.
I think Behemoth are the heaviest band I've ever seen live. Like,
Yeah, they
it
were.
was ridiculous.
I was thinking, I mean, where they're from? Because I assumed they were from
Poland, I
like
think.
Poland. I
Poland,
was
yeah.
going to say it had to be Eastern European. Like, there's no way there's like a band
Aye.
that's that heavy.
Like that heavy, just,
What's the
just from like Shoreditch.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know why Shoreditch came to
What's the
mind.
front man called again? Because the front man from Behemoth, like, he's an actual Satanist.
I always
So-
assume
well,
Miguel. I don't know why.
Nergal, that's his
Nergal,
name.
yeah.
And then he got like a court order because they're still like really Catholic. And
Oh yeah.
so like, so he got a court order for like putting his foot on like a cross or some
They're
shit.
literally being Satans. Nah, they're crazy religious in Poland. But then you get that's the thing though. Like places like that, you get the more crazy religious places are, the more anti-religious people are as well. Like you get it's like
Take a balance.
Yeah.
pretty much. I enjoyed them. I'm not usually into my heavy music, but
Behemoth were rad.
they were pretty.
What about you two? Who would you clap be?
I'll probably say My Chemical Romance.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm into my emo
That's more
roots,
up your street,
very,
innit?
very
Yeah,
emo
I'll-
roots at the minute. Like, well,
It's
not
more
even
my
at the
wife's, to be
minute.
honest. Like,
Yeah.
she was absolutely crazy about My Chemical Romance.
I think I know like four
Still in the
songs.
emo phase, like somewhere. Still in
Yeah.
the emo phase there.
Well, it's the emo's not dead in it. It's
Exactly.
like it's making a
It's
comeback.
I feel like I know what Raf's gonna say.
See,
Yeah.
no, because I've been listening to a load of like Spirit Box and stuff recently. So
Yeah, but Miles
I'll-
Kennedy.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Spirit
here's me
Box.
thinking you're going to try and wank off Alter Bridge again.
Nah, but Spirit Box because it's just different.
Good
Shut
answer.
up.
It's always one, isn't there?
Twat.
It's like two, but slightly easier to play.
Oh,
Good for a drummer then.
Not a real musician.
But we when we first did our first episode, we asked Scott if he could replace people in his band to like perform his gig, per se.
yeah.
But we actually got one here, which is, in general, if you could make a super band, anyone in there, who would it be? Doesn't have to
think-
be
Did
your
we
music.
talk about this the other week?
We'll have, yeah.
I didn't
I
record
think it would-
though, so that's why
Here
it's-
we go.
Would have to be like two vocalists.
Yeah,
Like Chris Cornell.
yeah,
Oh, good choice.
Either Eddie Vedder or Miles Kennedy.
No.
yeah,
Yes.
No.
yeah. Because then you
Yes.
get like you get
live.
both.
There's
Like
got to be
highs
Les
and lows,
Claypool
maybe.
on bass.
That's a good choice.
Brooks Thwackerman
Yeah,
playing
Really?
drums.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Really?
Well, who would you put in instead of Brooks Wackerman?
Fair enough.
He's an There's not a thing that man can't play.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, to be fair,
Like you could
very
literally make
versatile.
any genre of music, mix it with any other genre, and you'd be like, all right, and then just play it.
Yeah, exactly. There's
I've
extra
seen him
wide hi-hats.
practicing double bass. He just sat there going like that. He doesn't pull a face. It's weird. He's a fucking machine, that bloke. Who on
Yeah.
guitar?
Dimebag.
I would say
Dimebag.
Sinister
Dimebag.
Sinister Gates because I think he's an
Sin
absolutely
and
rad
Jim Root.
player.
Yeah,
Jim Root's
Yeah, I'll take that.
Jim
I'll
Root.
agree with you on that.
I'm trying to think what kind of music this would. This
Sin and Dimebag
I don't know.
together.
it would be good, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Would sell out.
I mean, Chris Cornell can scream like fuck, so it
he's-
could be as heavy as
He's
you
a bit
want,
dead.
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
There's one thing we can't avoid.
Really. So he's dying back.
well, the thing is, we've got this podcast has a special time machine and resurrection spell, so like,
All right.
Fix.
Yeah.
that's how it fixes it, you know. But no. I think I'd just have the band.
The band.
Yeah.
Band.
The band.
The band.
Isn't there there's an existing band just called The Band?
Yeah, it's called the band, and that's who I'd have. I think
It's
the
gotta be one of
band's
the
already
worst
there.
band names. What band do you listen to? I'm just listening to The Band.
Well, originally they were called the Hawks because they're the lead singer. I always forget his name now. Something Hawkins. So they were named after him, and then he left, and then they became Bob Dylan's band.
Right.
So they just rather than change the name, they just call themselves
The Band.
The Band. So they just kept the name.
Inventive that, like.
Yeah, no, it's just like they're the Canadians, so you know what you expect.
They're too nice.
Yeah. Just the band.
We're
Yeah.
not going to rip everyone off. We're just going to call ourselves the band.
The what band? Just the band. You don't need anything else. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Mint. Yeah.
I was going to say who do you have, but it'd be like Ed Sheeran and.
I know nothing about musicians. Yeah. Can you believe this is our 10th episode?
This is the 10th. Oh,
This is episode 10. This is our milestone. This.
It's our biggest one yet as well. So we usually have a mic per person, but I've only got 4 inserts. So it's
We didn't prepare for 10 episodes.
No.
We didn't think we'd get past 2.
especially after the first one went horribly wrong. But you know,
Yeah. No visuals. Now we've got new cameras. It's still on.
it's still on.
It's still going.
It's still going.
Part 1 successful.
Yes, it's absolutely brilliant.
I was thinking when we get to September's episode, so this will be out next week for us,
Yeah.
or today for everyone else listening.
The magic of time.
We should do like a Spotify competition where we both set a playlist up for a month of 20 songs, and we have to let viewers and stuff determine whose playlist was the best.
Oh, I like that.
So I was thinking next start of September we do 20 songs from like local artists,
Yeah, I
and
like
we'll see
that.
who's enjoyed that one the most.
It's a good job
That's a
we
good
won't be
idea.
on there.
We'll be there by the end of the year.
Yeah, so, you know.
Point blank.
It's somewhere out.
Do you take WAV files?
Yeah, we'll try some of that.
That sounds a good idea, actually. I would be absolutely up for that.
Cool. That is all I have for part 1.
Excellent. Well, I think we should take a very short break.
Yeah, 'cause I'm sweating my tits off.
Yeah.
It's a bit wild, like.
I need to double check the camera's not absolutely defunct as well. So,
See you on the other side.
yeah, shall we? I'll take a short break. We'll be back soon. Oh no, that's the wrong one. See, I've got. Thank you. See,
Successful first part.
for those who can't see, I don't actually have the pod thing in front of us, so I'm just like pressing
Just
buttons,
pressing
just
buttons,
guessing.
see what happens.
Go on, that one.
There we go.
Well, that was fun.
Yes, that was very fun. And we are back. I'd got that watermelon and lime. It is bloody lovely.
Yeah.
Quite sour, but
Was it like an ale or a lager or?
it's like a lager. Do you want to have a try of it?
Get it doing this one.
Oh, I shall try.
Next.
Geordie intensifies.
It's completely different to the stout, but like
Oh, there's a bitterness in there, isn't there?
yeah, it's
Oh,
got like,
you can taste the lime.
but it's nice. Like I think I still prefer the Fruity though, but it's always nice to try new things.
Well, that was my thought of this.
Yeah, the more-
Normally I was always just Madri'll do, but I'm trying to like go across the different.
Right to
Different
advertise
ales and
that the Isis pub, because they're incredibly friendly and they've let us use the upstairs room. I always say it, so I'll always try and advertise the amazing drink selection they've got also.
They always do, to be fair.
Yes.
Well, we could have all come back with different drinks if you'd said that.
No.
That's part 3.
We
don't
could
worry.
show off the variety rather than just come back with a new Madri.
Yeah. But they do Madri. So yeah, part 2. Last couple of episodes we played like a guess the song kind of game, and we had to like elaborate, sent hints, stuff, etc. I still need to figure out how to do that because there's got to be an easier way to do that.
Yeah, probably.
But with we're being on our milestone 10th episode, we're going back to the OGs.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of would you rathers sent through.
Brilliant.
Here
love
we're
this.
gone.
Alright,
For the
so-
boys.
Would you rather chew a mouthful of slugs or a mouthful of human scabs for 2 hours?
Mouthful of human scabs.
But was quick with that, you know.
You've thought about this before, haven't you?
That depends. Like, are they your scabs? Or are they someone else's scabs?
Someone gives you a jar of scabs and you've got to guess if they're yours or not. Might be.
So it's just
You walk into a room and somebody gives you a jar of scabs and a jar of slugs.
I'm going to pick
You
them
gotta
up.
pick one of them
Slugs could like
jars.
wriggle about.
Now the question is, do you have
Are they
to slow
alive?
it?
You got.
Are the slugs live?
Do you not know? Because it just says you have to chew for 2 hours.
For
so they
2
have to be
hours?
2 hours. Has to be there for 2 hours.
I mean, skin's just human beef jerky.
This is true.
I know, but how we?
I knew you were weird.
That's quite cannibalistic.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna.
I mean, as long as
I think I could get away with the Scouts jars, whereas I
As
think
long as
I
another
feel like I was
bloke
going to
doesn't
throw
have
up within the first minute
Yeah,
of the
I
slugs,
think
and I would.
I think the
lose there.
slime of the slugs
That'd be
would
good.
it would make us throw up after like 30 seconds and like 2
Ah,
hours. So I'm going with scabs.
That's got
Thing
to
is,
be.
as long as you know they don't have like hepatitis or something.
yeah.
Well,
that's-
yeah.
Well, you don't. It's just a random jar.
Each different scab has a different deadly disease.
It's just
to you.
some different
But-
blood.
so
One of
is
them's
the slugs.
One of them's got AIDS.
You got slug AIDS now.
One from each house in Southwark.
Did you eat the AIDS scab?
So what you're saying is, it's slugs or AIDS.
No, it's slugs or a chance of AIDS.
It's recording.
50-50
Honestly, I'm so paranoid.
If anyone missed that on the stream, James just randomly looks at the camera. Are you watching? Are you watching? It's your slug AIDS.
That's going to be the caption of this. Just
He's
me, like,
broken the fourth wall.
Little Deadpool.
thing is, you couldn't ask this question if any of us were French because they'd obviously say slugs.
That's snails, isn't it?
That's snails. Not
Vince-
slugs.
thing that
Vince
wouldn't
surrendered
really-
before.
It doesn't have the crunch, does it?
Is it like a raw snake or raw slug? Or can you cook them?
Oh,
yeah, like other bit.
can they be like? Can you
No,
see
you
like
them?
deep fry?
You've got
Yeah,
a
good
jar
question.
of slugs. You'll just
a jar of
crawl about,
slugs.
just jar of slugs, and a jar of scabs. They
Do I
haven't
get
been
some hot
cooked either.
sauce or something?
Miscellaneous
No, you're just
scabs,
gonna
miscellaneous-
mouthful.
Just eat them raw.
Yeah.
So we've
Eat them
got
as they
some
are.
guy literally just picking a scab, put it in there, and then the same guy is.
Imagine
took
it's like
slug
a
and
massive
put it in another
back
jar.
scab as well.
I'm gonna have to go with the slugs, me.
No,
I
I'm,
agree.
Grim
No,
crap.
I think I'll do slugs.
Yeah.
Are we 3-on-3 here?
yeah, we are.
It's,
We need a.
In the comments.
Please do. Who's tie-breaking this? So we're 3 slugs, 3 scabs.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's it.
Yeah, the audience can tie break this.
yes.
Yeah.
What would you do if you're vegan, though?
Put that in
Well,
the
you-
crotch
you
box.
Don't swallow.
What?
You'd have to do the scabs if you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
you're also
sure,
you're
that's-
eating
that's
another living
close,
thing.
isn't it?
Still animal
Yeah, but
product.
it's like
It's an animal product,
It's
technically.
consensually like. I'm assuming the guys had the scab picked as yes, you can eat this.
Has he signed a medical waiver?
Yeah.
Yes.
He
They
signed
can
as
eat
much
my
as the slug
scabs.
signed.
Got the release forms there.
So you're saying veganism doesn't count if it's cannibalism?
I get away.
There's a way around it.
I think
Finally
so,
found
yeah.
a loophole.
Yeah, they're
think
not
there's a
falling
loophole
like
in
2
there.
separate
So they don't drink cow
categories.
milk, but they drink breast milk. Is that?
Yeah, well, they do, don't they? Just, well,
I don't know. I'm
I'm
not
sure
vegan.
they do. I'm sure they do.
Whatever-
I'm sure
whatever
they do.
you get up to,
consciously
mate,
go,
on your own
I'm
time.
vegan. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
3-3. Cool. This came through. I don't know if this is a fan of yours or we just got fans because we're famous now, James.
Yeah.
Would you rather have unlimited bacon and no games,
Oh, this is Nathan. Oh
or unlimited games and no bacon?
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear it.
I don't think that's correct.
no! There's a longer version to that
That's the
question.
one that came through because it went ... and it didn't let me read it.
It might be because
Unlimited
there's a limit.
bacon,
Go on then.
but no games.
Yeah.
Or games.
Are we talking games like computer games here?
Just games.
Games.
Games, unlimited games, but no
Like,
games.
Are we talking?
All right.
For context,
Well, I'm going to go
this
back to the
isn't meant
bacon
make
one.
sense.
This not doesn't make sense
It's not
to me at
meant-
all. I think I'm am I daft here or something?
Maybe
Unlimited
after
bacon.
this, block whoever put that through. Let's just block it.
Well, we're going to change that to...
Nathan James Sloan's. That was definitely.
Yeah, we're calling you out.
By the way, that's when Raph leaves for uni. That's going to be the new drummer who posted that question.
I'm
that the
sure
one-
it's got to be Nathan.
Is that the one that you guys said you didn't like in the break?
Yeah, the one's an absolute twat. Can't stand him. Oh, hello, Cameron. Where you come from?
Looks like a bloke from Skins.
It does look like Sid from Skins.
Skins, aye.
I'd have
You
to
have
go for
seen-
no bacon though.
Oh yes, the question.
Well, I'd prefer to have games.
Yeah, so
Obviously.
No, well, it's
I can
either
replace
unlimited
bacon with, like,
bacon or no
sausages and
games,
stuff.
or games and no
that's
games.
not how we've got it on our notebook.
Notebook never
What's
lies,
the question on
boy.
the
Book
notebook?
don't lie.
That was the question. Unlimited bacon, no games, or the reverse.
Oh, he's changed it then.
I'd go with games
I
and no
didn't get the
bacon. I
rest,
don't
yeah.
like bacon.
It only gave me a
Yeah,
salt.
alright.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll have the unlimited bacon because that can solve world hunger.
Yes, the unlimited bacon.
But you wouldn't.
But
the vegans.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just ship shitloads of
Could be
bacon.
human bacon, and then the vegans are sorted, aren't they?
He'd like that.
There we go. Now we're talking turkey.
No, we're not. Now we're talking people.
Exactly.
Right, so, final would you rather.
Nice.
We've got would you rather your partner shouted out their ex's name every time you had sex,
Oh, that was a good one.
or every time you were having sex, you shouted out your ex's name.
So
I'll
if you
definitely
know
do.
you've done the would you rather, the first option, because then you know it's just because of the would you rather.
Yes.
No, but you don't know. They're just you're gonna
It
say
just regard like this conversation never happened kind of thing.
yeah.
Well, I would do the her shouting out the name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Surely.
Because she will never let it down.
Exactly. Most
And
definitely.
I'd be quite like, obviously it'd be a bit weird at first, but you just get used to
Get
being
used to it.
What if
called.
just by chance you have the same name?
well,
Then you're
being
sorted.
Lucky motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Do you have the same name as your girlfriend's ex?
Has he had a girlfriend?
Is your imaginary girlfriend's ex?
In this scenario, yeah.
Well, you're sorted.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Just
Yeah. I asked that to Ashley on the way out, and she was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'd rather the first one." Or she was saying someone else, and I was like, "Yeah," because you wouldn't live it down if it was
Yeah.
me the other way around.
No.
And I'd rather that than that headache for the rest of my life.
yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. So, and you'd never get laid ever again because so. Well, that's pretty conclusive, I think.
That was sorted.
Yeah, that was pretty easy, that one, isn't it?
So before we finish part 2, we've only done one of these before, and I think it was on our 3rd episode, maybe. I think it was Jude. This is our 2nd ever Shag, Marry, Avoid. Shag, Marry, Avoid.
Yeah, let's get it.
So, who would you rather? Trump, Putin, or Kim Jong-un?
I'm marrying Putin for the.
You said that too quickly.
I want
That's too quickly.
I see. I have to avoid Putin because he looks like a bit of a drama queen at the minute.
You can't avoid Putin because he'll follow you around and he'll Novichok you, you know?
I wouldn't be able to bum Trump. So I have to say Kim Jong-un and avoid Trump.
See, I could marry Trump.
Yeah.
So I think we
As
take the
much
power
as-
off Trump.
as much as he's an
probably
arsehole.
be
Yeah,
for a
you
bit of
just
banter.
see his
has
mushroom
golf
knobs
courses.
hanging out all the time.
You'd be
Trump
buried
has
in
golf
them.
courses.
But you'd be
And
buried in them.
Putin's got nukes.
Who's the oldest? Is it Trump?
They've all got nukes.
I think I think Trump might be the. Kim Jong Un's definitely the youngest by like a long shot.
I'd marry Trump because when he dies, he's got shitloads of money.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
yeah, I'm agreeing with
And
that.
then
They're all pretty minted, I'm not gonna lie.
But I'd definitely shag Putin.
See, 2 of them are like psychotic and one of them's just a little bit stupid.
That's the thing. You couldn't avoid Putin because he'll find you and he'll get one of his henchmen to bloody poison you.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
you'd be
Crazy
a
scale.
Yeah, but
Putin's really crazy, so he must be hot.
Exactly. That's
So
why I
I'll
shag him.
That's
Yeah.
gotta be
That's,
it.
you know, that's
Yeah,
that's
we're avoiding Kim. Me and Connor
marry
agreed
Trump.
on this. Yeah.
I saw the film, the interview, and Kim Jong-un looked like a cracking guy to hang out with, and I just don't think I could avoid that, you know.
Was it a documentary?
He was playing
film?
basketball with strippers and everything.
Yeah.
Had a pet tiger. It was great crack. I don't think that was really him. But
who was he played by?
Didn't that film get banned?
It was like so.
by North Korea. Not by Netflix.
the proper kicked off with it. It's quite
Was it
funny.
why?
It was one of my favourite films for a long time.
It didn't
Watched it
slowly get like a
7 times a
lawsuit.
week.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
Begins.
it was a film about like attempting to assassinate like the
Yeah.
leader of like the communist dictatorship. So I don't necessarily blame them being annoyed by it, but I don't know. Would I avoid Kim Jong Un?
I suppose you have to.
Do you not feel like Donald Trump would be like a passionate lover?
No,
No, because I've seen his knob.
I was going to say I'm marrying
Have you?
Donald Trump.
Yeah,
in
but
this.
You already done this before.
No,
yeah?
no. There's a leaked photo of Donald Trump's knob when he was getting a spray tan, and that's something I'll never
Someone said it
unsay.
was like a mushroom knob or something.
Yeah,
Oh.
I have
those are
so many
mushroom-
questions about this.
Snapchat.
You've got Donald Trump on Snapchat.
No.
Sending you nudes every Sunday.
He's got streaks with him and everything. X for a line.
I'd probably avoid Trump actually. I don't know why. Which means I'd have to marry Kim Jong Un.
But I feel like,
That means you'd have to go to North Korea and can't leave.
Oh yeah.
yeah, you could
How would
deal
you
with the
nice and peaceful,
stupidity, not the craziness.
Just imagine
just
it though.
famine.
Just
They've all got craziness.
There's
Thing is
no
though, like,
Wi-Fi, no
nobody-
podcasts, nothing.
No one drives there, so
Oh,
you
not
have
a
no
podcast.
problem getting to work.
Podcast.
It'd be bliss. And you'd be married to the most powerful
You'd also have to
person
get
in
a
North
shit
Korea.
haircut.
I'd have to get, I'd
You have to get your
live with
one
the
of
shit
You have to
four,
get
one
a
of four
shit
haircuts.
haircut. Avoid all the dying children on the streets, and then go to work.
That's a
but-
good question, actually. If you are to shag Kim
Sounds like
Jong
on the
Un,
way
how
to
do you get out of
something.
North Korea?
He might come to you.
He seems like a very selfless man.
You reckon
He wants to explore the world.
He does, yeah.
You'd have to do it kind of on the North-South Korea border, just where he puts his pants down. Like, so you're not actually going into North Korea.
Nah, Miller, would you keep
Imagine
or
that
take
saying
from
finally
Kim
the
Jong-un?
south fuck the north.
I couldn't take from him.
Who is it?
What's
Would
that
you
you're gonna
give or
take
take
it
from
from
Kim
Kim
Jong-un?
It's a
I
real
think
question.
I'm going marry Trump because out of the three of them, he's the less crazy. He seems more easily manipulative-ish out of the three.
But imagine him just like...
Because that's what they said when he was in charge.
Sliding
It was like Trump might look like an idiot, but he's the one idiot that could be controlled.
Yeah,
You could sway him a bit more, whereas the other two are like, I'm going to press that nuke today, press that nuke today. You're dead.
I don't know, I think you'd
Trump
be
just
better.
wanted to build a
Hiroshima
wall. He liked Lego.
Because you imagine trying to like watch Netflix with him and stuff. He's like, well, you know, like you just talk about how amazing. He'll probably lie about what he's like made some show and it's the best show ever, and it's kind of like you should watch this.
I
This
mean,
is
you say that. Kim Jong-un also tells all the rest of North Korea that they've won the World Cup 12-0 every year. And
he's always
Internet's
told
banned.
I don't think that's the worst lie he's ever told about winning the World Cup. Like,
If you marry Trump,
Up there, though,
when
isn't it?
you
When
think
you find
about
out the
it,
truth.
he's got a spoon into you when you sleep.
Yeah, I know. That's it's like
Separate beds.
you separate
yes,
the Queen has
people
separate
have
beds.
separate beds.
Well, it doesn't really matter anymore, but
He definitely
the
smells.
Queen used to
Well,
have
it does
separate.
because you don't want to share a bed with a corpse, do you?
To be fair, like shagging Trump would be like
Unless
shagging
you're into it.
like a big
Well, you never
black bin full of custard.
Is that what you do after you cannibal?
Sack-coloured fake tan.
From the cannibalism.
Cannibalism and necrophilia
Yeah,
goes
Like
hand
this
in
guy.
hand.
cock in hand.
There you go.
I'm going marry Trump.
Funny bastard.
I think I'm avoiding Putin, and that leads me to shag Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, so
Could you imagine saying you shagged Kim Jong-un?
Yeah, for the status aspect, yeah.
Actually, I don't think I could imagine saying that.
And imagine on the other end, if you'd shagged Putin, you're just safe from his wrath.
It depends if you're good or not.
Assuming you do it alright.
Well, yeah.
So you'd be fucked.
Man's got no.
What would you do when he started calling out his ex-girlfriend?
Just accepting death at that point, like, aren't you?
The thing is, this podcast is officially banned in
Banned in Russia, but it's supported in Ukraine.
Well, I keep hearing like the fuck Putin. And it's like, so that's their decision.
They're on board.
Like, they've already chose that.
Nah, definitely fuck Putin, like,
Yeah.
just for the status. The status and the fact that he's mental, so he must be hot.
Well, yeah.
Well, can't argue with that logic.
Toxic boy.
I'd probably
Toxic
marry
boy.
Putin, to be fair. I mean,
Would you?
put it this way,
He got a romantic twang, has he?
he's got like shitload of yachts, and I mean, you can't get
Trump
anywhere.
does, doesn't he?
There's a pretty
Well,
good chance of getting like
but Trump
a nerve
goes to-
agent.
Trump goes to like that pretty Epstein pedo island and all, didn't he? So
I'm convinced the other two have met him there before.
yeah, that's probably true.
No, Kim
They all
Jong-un
got the
doesn't
same
leave
plane, man.
North Korea, so.
They all got the same charter plane there.
They split the Uber.
I know. I'd marry Putin, but I'd just avoid Trump.
No, I think I would marry Trump. He's a smart businessman. He's always got the money on his mind. Really.
This is true.
Well,
And then he'll die.
He keep us warm and snuggly at night.
The other two are just immortal, aren't they? Pretty
At
much.
this point, Putin is immortal.
Yeah.
you wouldn't marry Kim Jong Un because I say well, using Connor's logic, he's young, so you'll have to stay with him for quite a while.
And you'd also have to
Some
stay
shit trim.
in North Korea
in
with
North
him.
Korea.
Yeah.
I like my mature, to be fair, but
In North Korea or?
yeah, wait, anywhere, anywhere, bro, anywhere.
He's a DILF dictator I would fuck.
Right.
I like that one. Oh, we finally got a funny Connor on the podcast.
Put yourself down.
There's going to be some quotes from this.
Yes. So let us know who it goes to be. Yeah, that was the end of my part 2. You want to call that a part?
Yeah.
Figure out which button you're going to press, and we'll come back to part 3.
Well,
I kind of want to know what the other two that you didn't press last time do.
So this one is that's the class.
One of them's the introduction. That's like a long.
Yeah, really long. I'm not going to press that one. But the other one is it's like the end of the introduction, so it just brings you back onto the.
Right.
It's like, welcome back to the podcast, guys.
Yeah, and then the other one is it's like
Should be
it's
this
pouring, It's a pouring beer. I think it's this one.
Not that it works. You're not got a headset on.
I can like
I was
kind of
there.
hear
I was
it
there.
from Josh's
There we
headset.
go.
I was there.
Swish.
That is the end of the podcast. By the way, I'll press it again. There we
So
go.
2 up. My bad.
Right, so welcome back to the third and final part.
Ish.
Yeah.
Fourth part is the song.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. The fourth part's the song, but it's like But it's been fun so far. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been really good.
It's nice to have like quite a few people as well. It's
It's like a proper chat.
Yeah,
I
this is
feel
a
like we're
proper-
interrogating when there's one person
Yeah,
on.
I
So,
know.
who would you rather shag? Tell me.
Spit it out.
Poor Jude. Buddy.
I'd have a cigarette after sitting there shaking.
So yeah.
These pints gone there.
So obviously you guys are quite new to being a full band together.
Yeah.
What would you say you guys expect to be in a year's time? This time next August.
Well, that's up to you guys because I'll be in university like
Yeah.
400
Peaceful
miles
stuff.
south. So.
Yeah.
Rapidly miserable in London.
Right in the UK there, Delilah.
This one's on a part-timer mission, right? What we're doing.
I mean, I'd like to hope it'd be fairly big in like the Sunderland scene.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, that's
So
you got to start somewhere, on you. That's
We've got to start local.
we've already played independent. I mean, that's one of the larger venues in Sunderland anyway. So
That was a good
Yeah.
thing.
It's good.
we're thinking about doing one in here.
You should do, because that is the stage that they hire out.
yeah.
But they kind of give us a discounted rates because we do the podcast and advertise the ship ice at Sunderland every week, every Tuesday.
Brilliant Madrid, tastes like Madrid.
Are you not doing any
You know what I mean?
specific like podcast gigs to promote the podcast?
But we're
We're
looking
going to plan it. We want to do kind of like an off the stage festival where we get a bunch of bands and acts back in that we've had on the show. But
Obviously.
we haven't really planned it.
It would
that
be
much in
it would be
advance.
like an acoustic, just kind of what you do would be like an acoustic
Yeah.
set thing. But
So I reckon audience wise you can get about 30 comfortably in here.
yeah,
It's not a big room really.
Bunk if it's 30, 40 people in?
40 people.
Yeah,
But you
well,
can
they-
squeeze,
well, they mean
so you can
12
squeeze 80 in there.
Well, we got 50 for that
Oh
concert.
shit.
I think you could maybe get about 60 people in here.
That's all right,
comfortably.
that's
yeah, you on the tables and stuff.
Talking back
Oh, well, yeah. What you did.
We're back.
He's just breaking everything. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine. It's always.
Yeah, so we've thought about things to do, whether it'll be something next year or when we build like a regular following and people are like, yeah, actually I'll come see them live, and then we'll ask anyone who's been on the thing, so we'll get
Could
you
do
guys
like a
in.
live
It could-
podcast as well.
Chat shit
we want
live.
to try stuff like that.
Now we'll like interview you before you get on stage and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Make it all.
I want to do it
official.
like football related, like
Yes,
you know.
how
what-
did you find that?
Yeah, and you've got like everyone's brands behind you on like the screen,
Yeah.
and you go, so you got booed. Do you really think you deserve that booing? I'll make no comment on that. You know?
Cheers, Jeff.
Get Chris Kamara.
There's been a one.
I don't know,
There's
Jeff.
been a one chord.
So your card.
Someone snapped a string. Thought it was just a 5-string guitar.
I saw him go off the stage, but I thought the set was finished.
It could be interesting to have like a show on, but like you do the contrast and songs, so you have the acoustic version that's on the podcast, and then do like the full version of it
Yeah.
at a gig.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was thinking of trying to do something with like all the live music that we do. Although it's hard to kind of post it on. I was going to hopefully like try and do like a set list on Spotify, stuff like that, of all the live acts that I've been on.
Yeah.
But because it's someone else's song, and I'm like, I don't really want to put someone else's song on Spotify without their like.
Yeah, we haven't had anybody sign anything on here yet. have we?
No. So it's like it's because we don't make anything from the podcast. Like we don't like the streams aren't.
Yeah.
You don't get paid for the
Yeah.
stream with the
Yeah.
podcast, so it's. I don't feel like bad about posting people's songs.
Like,
At the
as
end.
part of the podcast
yeah,
kind of
because
thing.
I
Yeah.
could get a bit like
We're technically out of pocket with this podcast now. You got a new camera. We've got the mic stand holders. We've
Yeah.
got the podcast recorder. We paid for advertisements. We've got posters that don't work anymore.
Sellouts.
How do you break
Bunch
a
of
poster?
sellouts.
Because we had a QR code, and then when we finally printed the posters, they went QR code no longer available. Oh, great crack!
so we've got to
So we
find.
got 100 great posters with that QR code.
No, we'll do this for fun, really, and it's just about promoting local music. That's basically our aim.
That's what
good
James
crack,
says.
like.
It's about getting out the house and having a pint.
Yeah. Well, that's that too as well. It gives people, because it's easy just to kind of go, oh, listen to my song on Facebook, and some people do, some people don't. But if you actually talk to people about the songs, about the bands and stuff, it makes you more like. Because next time if you release something now, I'd be much more inclined to kind of actually check it out. And So we've had like a good chat, and we feel like we know each other and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
You're not just a profile picture.
Yeah, it's
It's
better
like,
than being
just
an
don't
online
read
band
into the
and
lyrics.
sitting there like that. Yeah.
None of them make any sense.
Which
Lyrics
song was
never
it for when we played the independent gig? You came to me about an hour before, like as we were setting stuff up, and you were like, by the way, even when we did this in college, I never wrote lyrics down. I just made them up as we played it.
I had a vague idea.
No, you didn't.
I
To
had
the
a
listeners
vague-
listening now, we have a full song
bullshit.
with lyrics, right?
Yeah. The song we
listen to
played
it when it
does
comes
have
out.
lyrics, but I hope.
Yeah.
Does it have lyrics?
It does.
It's just a bunch of
Assuming we're doing underwater.
We'll figure it out later.
the listeners will see that later.
We'll get to that. But we had the last couple of, well, I say couple, it's not really proper Instagram questions, but when I put that on, we got a few more responses. We had one person said, did you know the bird is the word?
I did know the bird is the word, and the bird is the word, and it's a surfing bird as well.
No. Yeah, he
I
does.
fucking told me that.
You've done the research, you haven't you?
Aye.
Seemed rehearsed, that.
We got asked if anybody here has a semi-famous sister.
who asked that question?
Mr. Powell.
Is semi-famous the word?
No.
She'll be listening to this.
She's been on the telly.
She's been on this
Just famous.
podcast.
She's been on this
Has she been
podcast.
on telly?
on this podcast.
She has.
She went on what
That
show
really
was-
shit, terrible.
it was what was it? It was like a panel of 50 people, and they had to get them dancing. What was it called?
It was.
Big dancey,
It was-
50 people. Sure.
What was it called again? I can't remember what that.
Strictly.
No, it was like a music competition, but like
You'd like go on, do a cover thing, and then these 50 people, if they liked it, they'd like turn the light on. It was
then they'd
basically.
get
Oh, was that-
It was
I like The
basically
Voice.
Take Me Out.
Was it?
It is. Yeah.
Was it on like BBC or something? Oh god.
Did she go on?
Literally, no likey, no likey.
That's exactly what it was, wasn't it?
It was bullshit. Paddy
How many
Middleton.
like you?
How many liked? Not enough.
Oh, poor chance.
Was it like
What's-
this?
did
Teen Spirit, I think.
Did Smells Like Teen Spirit,
So like
which
the
is like
the 50 people were like not like actual musicians,
Well,
but like
Jerry-
well-known musicians.
no,
Jerry
they were
Halliwell was
just
there.
general people
random
just on the
audience.
show.
Alright.
They weren't all, like
Lord Ginger Spice was there.
Ginger, yeah, she was one of the judges.
Yeah, she was like the main.
The thing is with that show though, you had to play like the likes of like Proud Mary and stuff like, you know, the
Yeah.
very typical songs, because it's like
The very
incredibly vanilla and
cheesy
basic, you know, just
God forbid you do a cover of Smells Like Teen Spirit.
just slowed down version of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Bloody
sounded good,
alternative people.
It sounded mint, but
sounded mint, but just I just don't think it was for the show. But you get an opportunity to go on a show that you're gonna take it on.
Take
you,
it.
It's,
Absolutely.
no matter what show you.
And then the final comment we got was your mum. I thought it was pleasant.
Thank you to whoever did
Funny
that.
one, that one.
For it.
Thank you.
Funny bastard.
Josh, was that you?
No, it wasn't. Unfortunately, it wasn't me, so it
So,
might be
yeah.
one of my mates though.
Yeah, that's everything we had.
Goodbye, notepad.
We've just been all smacked in the face there.
Yes.
To the listeners.
Yeah. Do you have any songs or shows or anything coming up? Anything you're
Oddly,
writing?
No.
No.
We are writing.
Unfortunately,
Well,
yeah.
Glad
I'm
you get it
writing.
promoted.
You say have you recorded anything? You've been recording stuff.
Well,
Because I mean, it's early doors. So I mean, to be
Yeah.
honest, if you ever like practice and stuff, it takes ages for you to actually like. If you play the song, you'll always find new bits you want to kind of like write on and add on and stuff before
We've
you
got,
get
like,
into the
We've
studio.
got very
one
strong
song
college
recorded.
demos.
We've got college
Well, no, because
college
we've got one we actually did fully,
Yeah, but
But it was
kind of-
under the reign of Lee Robinson. So
yeah, it was like under the reign of one of our college shooters.
I got
who,
to
like,
it
wasn't particularly open with like letting us do
What you want.
whatever we're
You're
kind
so
of wanting to
kind.
experiment
he's a
with.
fucking idiot.
I'm just trying to be nice about it, really.
Now that you've left, you can slander him.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah,
ginger
he's
bellend. That's all I can say.
But
I hope he's watching the show.
Yeah.
All right, Lee.
Yeah, I like you.
Drop us a 5-star review. Like the pod.
But so it's like whenever we were like, oh, can we try this? He was like, well, it wouldn't really work. Try this instead, kind of thing. So
So he's trying to teach, but he's not. He's actually stifling
Yeah.
creativity
Yeah.
by doing that.
Yeah.
And that's,
so we've got somewhat of a recording that might be. I mean, it might be released.
Have you got it still?
Yeah, it's on that USB.
We'll probably just re-record everything anyway when I get
Yeah.
some mics.
Some Michaels.
let's get
Didn't mention them.
get John Timney on the.
War Timney.
Aye, he's
That's a
honestly.
shout, mate.
I did it because he did all the recordings with the Nick Gladys band. And he
Yeah.
went into a practice room and he probably tracked all the drums and everything like that. So I was the cameraman recording like the making of the.
Didn't you
these-
record Espresso Martini?
I did. I recorded that.
I love that.
It's a brilliant song, really.
Thank you. That's Torn Apart by Lisa. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'll plug mine in a second.
Oh, I've got to get all the plugs in.
Sometimes I just like daft songs, you know. Just
I love that one though.
That's a great song.
saying that. There's 2 times I've played that where the bar staff has actually given us an espresso
You
martini.
didn't play it at the stadium. I was going to.
Oh.
If you played it at the stadium, I was going to bring one over to you, but you didn't play it.
The problem is, right, it's kind of like you're trying to play like all like the popular
Well,
hits
yeah.
that everybody knows.
Everyone knows that one.
I should just slip that in every now and
You
then.
should have.
I shouldn't even tell people it's my song. I just like saying,
no,
oh
you
yeah.
should put it in.
Yeah,
you need to
just
play
throw
the
it
one
in.
about the pencil.
That's one of my favourites. That is.
The pencil
is the
song. I
best.
haven't recorded that yet. I haven't even done anything
Have you
with
not?
that. No.
It's an
the last
unreleased
called
one, that.
I've got it.
Unreleased.
Chelsea Jackson.
Underscore
Stole My
Jackson.
Pencil.
That's in my
Yeah.
top 3
Charlotte.
favourite songs of yours.
I'm
It's
gonna-
that Espresso Martini and Sir Miserable Bastard.
No.
Fucking amazing one.
People are going to be like, who the fuck is this guy?
Well, this man supported Elton John.
Totally,
Fucking hell.
I know.
I supported Elton John, the Stage of My Life,
Well,
in
I
Quinn's sports bar.
Not in music, you just like supported him helping on stage.
Oh yeah, he is getting
Kept
old
him
now.
upright.
That's good. I'm a singing, yeah, sure. Okay. I wrote Yellow Brick Road, okay, grandpa. You know. Shouldn't slag him off, to be fair.
Did you see that?
Did you hear about what Eminem
like-
bought him for his wedding present?
No.
Eminem bought Elton John 2 diamond encrusted cock rings.
What?
That
Yeah.
can't be comfortable.
That, yeah.
Ask Elton John.
Speak for yourself, boy.
Yeah.
Because you don't want them like malleable and stuff, wouldn't you? Unless you got his like dick like measured to measure.
Made the measure, right?
Mate, the size.
Which questions? what
Size
they
doesn't
be?
matter in the
What's
world
it
of
for
diamond
obsession
encrusted
with cock
cock
rings,
rings.
This is true.
Very nice.
Just some random shit I know.
It's just that is a good.
Everything we do, it's just like I'm gonna somehow wedge a cock ring into the situation.
It's just,
It has happened quite a bit recently.
I know what will make this better.
So do you guys have any social media plugs for anyone to follow you?
The official mantra
Yeah.
on Instagram.
X-Ray
it.
official.
You not got a
That's
Facebook
it.
yet, like? Is there a Facebook?
I'd just post all of it on mine. It's Connor Powell.
It's the official mantra, but it's got like a.
I think it's an underscore after.
Yeah.
I think it's an underscore.
It
It's at
comes
the
up
end.
if you just
Yeah.
put
We'll tag you anyway. We'll link it all and stuff
Sweet.
like that. You know what you should have? A link tree.
Oh,
I've got one of them.
Yeah.
I've got
I've
a
got-
tree.
I've
Go
got
on,
I
then, plug your-
discovered Linktree.
I'm sure we've got one
Linktree,
on
they're good.
off the stage.
We've got an off the state. We need to.
Should I made that
It's the logo's a bit dodged and stuff like that. It doesn't
Yeah,
work
it's
properly.
my admin work.
Yeah. So we'll sort that.
Everything I have to
properly.
do is dodge.
But I discovered Linked. I was like, hey, this is really brilliant. This like
It's amazing.
Link.
It's a shame it doesn't do its own QR code. It's the only thing it's missing.
Yeah, I know, but never mind.
But yeah, before we go, I'm going to plug my own stuff because this will come out next Tuesday, won't it? So if you're listening as it's come out this Friday, my next single is released. We're still challenging in the physical charts, so please keep buying a CD.
Thank
you very much, guys.
Need that sound check because everyone else is clapping. We've got enough people to
Yeah.
actually like do physical clap now.
And
doing like a
if anybody's been following my socials, you'll see that there's a release gig at Beyond Vinyl on Thursday. Tickets are £3 in advance, £5 on the door. It's only up for 40 people, so please come grab one.
Get yourselves down, man. That's a
Oh,
meal
yeah,
deal.
man.
That's a
Get
meal
yourselves
deal.
a ticket,
I
like.
know.
It'll be finished by 7:30, so you can go home after as well. It's
Oh,
over.
well, there you go.
Cool.
And then you get to hear the
Stay
song
get this.
live, so you'll then decide, yeah, fuck, I want to buy that CD. And then hopefully if we sell enough CDs, we get an official UK #1 for the following week. Back on this.
That's cool.
Fuck
We can mint
yeah.
that.
So we'll,
So yeah, stream, and if not, stream it. feel like I've been pushing the physical sales so much. I'm like, I should tell people to actually stream it on Spotify as well.
Yeah.
So when Home comes out, get on Spotify, iTunes, because it will be on iTunes.
Right, you'll have
It's not like a podcast.
you'll have 400 CDs sold, but
Oh,
like
shit.
2 streams.
Yeah.
We're in the big leagues.
Yeah. Thanks very much, guys.
Alright.
What
Hey,
song are you
very
going to
much.
play next?
Oh, good question.
What's it called?
Come on,
ready.
We've got 2.
Cool. Well, which one's it going to be?
I reckon we'll do Underwater. 'Cause it's like it's kind of like it's my favourite song that we'll do.
And
So
give a send off, eh?
We'll do Underwater. When we'll play this live, like not acoustic, it's got a fat meaty breakdown in it. So
but there's no China on Kajan, so we'll deal with it.
Yeah.
should have just brought
That's
the
a pod.
China as the con.
Yeah.
Mint,
Well,
thank you very much for listening.
We'll get set up and yeah.
Try.
Make sure you follow us on Off the Stage UK, Instagram, Facebook, Off the Stage 2 on Twitter, which we haven't actually used that often.
No, we don't. I
Should
need
use
to
it a bit more.
I need to use it more.
Same on YouTube. Obviously, you can watch the videos, Spotify and Amazon for podcasts.
Probably, but mainly Spotify.
Drop us a message wherever you can. Email us offthestageuk@gmail.com. Let us know who you want to see on the pod. Let us know who you would rather shag, marry, avoid. And let us know any future ones for the next one. Yeah. And that was a good 10th episode.
I enjoyed
We
that.
are 23 followers away from getting 100 followers on Instagram.
Yes.
Tell your friends, tell your family, like
Go on,
it.
get them
Tell
up
your
there.
man's
get
dog.
Yeah, because every dog has an Instagram, to be fair.
Not wrong.
And we'll see you next week.
Right, excellent.
Enjoy the song.
Nice.
See you later.
Try.
In a bit.
So, yeah.
One take, you ready? Introduce the song if you want.
This is Underwater.
Down while you float away. Under these waves you're falling. You threw it all away. While trying to be forgotten. Underwater, floating away, yeah. Underwater, floating away. Hearing the screams of men, you transcribe the end of when it all comes crashing down while trying to be forgotten. Underwater, floating away, yeah. Underwater, floating away. Underwater.